on it. There is a transmitter that actually brings the signal, into the living room, and then by the time it comes with a cable. The cable is run into our room, and that cable is plugged into a decoder. Now the decoder is the one that is actually, giving us the different channels that we, use a remote to get on our TV. What I'm saying in a nutshell is that it's the same idea that we are able to connect to a particular server located, far apart from where we are. So I want to use that of mast to explain this. Now on the mast there, a mast is there just to provide a room for the radio that is carrying the signal. And as you can see up there, you see the mast and then you see a radio mounted on it. That radio is actually the carrier of the signal. And where is the signal coming from? The signal is coming from the ISP, that's Internet Service Provider. Just like we have our GSM, each network we have is our ISP. If you have MTN, Airtel, Glo, it means you are carrying about 3 ISP, because 3 of them they operate, individually. Now, as the signal is coming, it gets into the radio, and then a cable is drawn from the radio. We want to demonstrate it by showing this. So the cable is coming from up there. Let's say this is the cable coming from up there. It's coming from up there. Of course, because the signal is available on the radio and the cable is attached, is plugged in on the radio, and then it's bringing the signal to our office or whatever each service point has designated. Now the other end of the cable, we need to plug it somewhere, and like I said, where we are plugging it in is referred to as indoor equipment. We can call this an indoor equipment, but the name of this device itself is a Cisco router. We call it a Cisco router, and what does it do? Like the word route, literally means, channel, so what it does actually is that it gives out, different channels to whoever is user that want to make use of the signal available in it. Just like I said the other time, our decoder, the signal comes in here from the DSTV office, and then by the time they plug it in, they plug the cable from outside into it, then you just use your remote, you do some kind of auto run installation and what have you. Then the next thing is to pick your remote, and then you start checking for channels. So the same thing is applicable here. So, but now as the cable is coming down, like I said, we are assuming the other end of it is the one coming from up. Now this particular end, there is a port here that we must plug it in. If we by mistake plug it on another port, there is tendency that it will be cut off from that network that is coming from outside. And so I want us to pay attention here. At the back of the router, we have some functional tools here. There is a button here that shows the on and off, of the device, just like our switch for electricity. And so if it's up there, it means it's on, and if it's down here, it's off. Now also there's a power pack that comes with it that gives the power. Then the power goes to the power source. Now apart from that, we have 2 types of ports here. Now the one you are seeing here that is standing alone is called a WAN port, WAN, WAN port, and that means wide area network. Wide area network. Don't forget, I did mention that the signal is coming from our ISP. We don't know where the ISP office is, but all we know is that the signal must get into our house, just like the DSTV has office in VI, and then you can imagine where, of course, they are transmitting to.